One lottery ticket makes a big difference for our state students. And when I say big, I mean bigger than jackpot big. Since 2002, South Carolina students have benefited from more than $6 billion in lottery-funded scholarships and grants, including the Life, Hope, and Palmetto Fellow Scholarships. With every lottery play, you're supporting our students, and that adds up in a big way. That's why education is our middle name. Learn more at sceducationlottery.com/betteryou.
Wake your ass up, fool. John J. and Rich.
Step into the world of power, loyalty, and luck.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
With family, cannolis, and spins mean everything.
Now, you wanna get mixed up in the family business.
Introducing The Godfather at ChumbaCasino.com. Test your luck in the shadowy world of The Godfather slot.
Someday, I will call upon you to do a service for me.
Play The Godfather now at ChumbaCasino.com.
Welcome to the family.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
What's crack-a-lackin'? This is the big boss dog, Snoopy Deagle Double Jizzle. Bang, boom, what you gon' do? John J. and Rich. We're not talking about Red 1010. We're not talking about Lassie. It's the one and only dog, y'all. The classy, sassy, big Snoop Deagle Double Jizzle. In your face to me and in the place to be. And you're listening to John J. and Rich. Wake your ass up.
There's two things going on in Kyle's life that I don't know how to bring up. Which one do you want to bring up? The bananas or the gas?
I don't care. Either one.
Bring up the gas.
Okay. So let's just for a second have an adult conversation about a somewhat juvenile topic, shall we?
We shall.
Okay.
So we're going to make sure that we are adults about this, right?
Correct.
Okay.
I'm worried about these two over here.
I know.
This is adult subject. Okay.
So toots happen. Let's just put that out there, okay? There we go. I
come
knew
on,
that was
grow
coming.
up.
Here we go.
All right, no, seriously.
I know,
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Toots happen.
So every once in a while in our house, when somebody gets bad gas, we call it bagasse. And when bagasse happens, there is protocol, right? If you're in the car, you roll down the window. If you're standing next to people, you walk away or waft it. Or at least that's my protocol. But this happened, and my husband and I got into somewhat of an argument over it. So I think when you have some bagasse, you waft it so it like breaks up the little smelly particles in the air, right? And like gets rid of the smell quicker.
Fair.
That's what you think.
That's what Scott says.
Oh, Scott is wrong.
No, that's what I say, but what you said is what he says to me.
Okay, so I'm
He's
on
like,
Scott's side.
no, you're just making it spread quicker. You're just making the smell come everywhere towards me when you do that. I'm like, no, but I feel like I'm like breaking it up.
I'm Team Scott right now.
But I really, truly, in my heart of hearts, feel like if you get some air around the stinky air, it gets rid of it quicker.
Maybe from your stinky area. Because
Yeah.
as someone who likes to share their gas,
Yes, you do. You do.
I'm a big fan of that. I waft it, but I waft it so that everyone can smell it. So without even knowing your argument, the whole purpose for me is to spread it. Here, I'm sharing with everybody here. Hey, everyone. Sometimes you put it right, you cup it in your hand, and I would just go. Whoosh.
Oh, no, that's messed up.
Yeah, right
That's
into the
messed
nostril.
up,
You
John
have
Jay.
bagasse, John Jay?
The what?
You have bagasse?
Bagasse.
Bagasse, my
No,
bad.
I haven't had bagasse. I have, because I eat so clean now, I might have air. It's not like, it doesn't smell very much.
Because you tested me once, and then you were like, I don't have bagasse. And I was like, I'm pretty sure you have bagasse.
It used to be like room clearing, like I would say extinction level event. Yeah. It used to be really,
A
really,
stink
really.
bomb.
Yeah, I do. I'm a big fan. There's different levels as a guy. You want it sometimes to smell. It's fun, but you always want a loud noise. You know what I mean?
Do you?
Yeah. I mean, not when you're in yoga class. But because I have a CPAP machine, I tend to have a lot of air. You know, the breathing machine. So you guys had a debate about it. And that was it. There was
the debate, you guys just made me lose the debate, I think. 'Cause I was very convinced in my way, just to spreading it out, and he's very convinced that, like you said, that I'm just spreading it out.
Are you doing it like in the living room, or like if you're somewhere like in a mall or shopping, you do it, just walk away, and then you don't.
Right, no, I'm talking about like in our house.
In your house,
Yeah.
in the car.
In the car. Well, in the car, you just roll down the window and it It really
The
does.
air
It
does
sucks
take
the
care
air
of
out.
that,
Yeah.
I refuse to roll down the
That's
window.
a good trick.
actually
That's terrible. That's terrible.
You put the window lock on? That's awful.
I'm thinking about the science of what you say, and yours makes sense, but then so does Scott's a little bit.
I know.
So I don't know. I don't
You know
know
what,
what
Rich?
the science would
That's
say.
exactly what I was thinking in my head. It's science. You're breaking up the particles in the air. And those are the ones that stink. And if you break them up, you make them less strong.
We need a gas doctor
I was going to say, I think
to
we
call
need
and
a
confirm.
scientist
We
in
need an
here.
expert.
You know, just think like a
to weigh
fireman.
in.
If you just think of smoke.
Okay.
If there was a little bit of smoke and I'm going like this to the smoke, it's going to go all over this room.
Yeah, you're
If
feeding it oxygen.
Right. So if you just let the smoke come up, you could probably get out of the room before you get to see the smoke.
Yeah, but you're talking about smoke
Hey,
versus
we
fire.
actually have an expert. We have a doctor. A doctor on the phone.
This is amazing.
This is my personal doctor, Dr. Courtney Hunt, who does all things health. So she will know whether or not
Okay.
this is for real.
Good morning, Dr. Hunt.
Thank you for taking this very, very important medical call from us.
I mean, who else would you call, right?
Hey, is there anybody in your family named Ethan?
No, there's no.
Oh,
I wish, but no.
that'd be so cool. Ethan Hunt.
You
All
guys
right.
ever follow Dr. Courtney Hunt on Instagram? She's very healthy, tells you like how to eat, how to live your life, how to get out in the sun for vitamin D. So did you hear Kyle's medical question, Dr. Courtney?
They told me that you're talking about flatulence, yes.
Flatulence. That's a medical
That
term.
is the medical way of saying bagos.
So she's saying that if she fans it, it'll go away. Whereas we think if you fan it, you're spreading it.
I think if I'm fanning it, I'm breaking it up so that the
Right.
smell dissipates quicker.
So as a professional medical person, what do you think?
Okay, so here's the thing: the odorant in the molecule is actually a quantum vibration in your nose. So if you fan it, you're actually putting microscopic pieces of the gas from your poo far and wide throughout your home, throughout your work, into the noses of all of those that you love or don't love.
Thanks, Kyle.
So
You
Scott
just
was
did a
right.
disservice for all of us.
So it's best just to run. If you smell it, run.
It depends on if you like the people around you or not. But yeah, if you fan it, you're spreading your odor far and wide. The molecules that you've passed.
Oh no! I
Okay.
got so
Feel
home
to be wrong.
I got to hang my head in shame. I'm so sorry, Scott. You were right.
Thank you, Dr. Hunt. Thank you very much, Dr. Hunt. Appreciate it.
But Rich, you know what I want to tell you? It shares a memory. Remember that. It will provide a memory for eternity.
I'm like, did Rich toot in
Yeah,
front of you,
I know.
Dr. Hunt?
Thank you, Dr.
I'm
Hunt.
convinced he does not toot.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi.
What's up?
Here you're talking about farts.
Yes.
And I know how to capture the perfect fart.
How?
All right, so you sit in a tub filled with water. You get a jar that has a screw lid. Fill the jar with water. Sort of hold it like above the water with like the top just sort of on the surface, but like kind of submerged. You fart. Your air bubble will travel into the jar filled with water. And while it's still in the water, twist the lid back on, and you'll see that there is an air bubble in that water in your jar, and that's your fart.
Kyle,
And then-
Kyle, could you make a video, an instructional video of that, please, that we could post?
Oh, sure.
That'd be great.
Yeah, why not? Why
We'll
not?
sell those
The
on eBay.
video, the visual of that is absolutely hilarious. We go viral more than the Olympic breakdancing video.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Sarah. Thanks for calling in. It's John Jay and Rich.
Here we go. I wake up with them. Get up. John Jay and Rich.
Peyton, what's your deal with the grocery shopping? I like your comparison you were saying.
Well, I went grocery shopping the other day and I got maybe 8 items for dinner and it cost me like $70 something. And I literally was like, okay, so you're telling me that I didn't have to cook in this heat because the same amount that I'm spending on groceries, I could go and spend at dinner down the street at some restaurant? So I'm a little salty at where the prices are for our grocery shopping right now. It's so ridiculously expensive.
I know.
So I'm like, I might as well just go out to eat because
Where would you go?
it saves my time. I don't know, Olive Garden maybe? That sounds good
I
right
think
now.
That's never a bad idea.
I hit Panda Express yesterday.
Or
Freaking
Panda,
love that
yeah.
place.
But even Panda's still really pricey if you don't use the app.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. I didn't use the app.
You should use the app.
Oh.
You'll save a lot of money. Like Taco Bell's like $30 to go to Taco Bell
I
for
know
a
it's
meal.
expensive.
Like I don't get it.
You actually said I should have brought this up the other day because I went to that grocery store in LA.
Yeah.
What's that called
Air
again?
One.
It's called Air One, like AIR1, but it's not spelled.
Insta.
It's not spelled that way. It's spelled some weird way. But it's like a foo-foo grocery store, and it's like all the celebrities go there. Like they have the Hailey Bieber smoothie. They've got the Gary Brecka perfect amino smoothie. They had a smoothie that was made out of beef organs.
Ew.
I know.
But it's probably so good for you.
And it was like the fruits and vegetable area was like the most beautiful I've ever seen. Like so full of colors. It looked so.
Is it like ridiculously expensive?
From what I hear, like the smoothie I bought, like I wanted to get the smoothie because I'd heard about this smoothie. That's the only reason I wanted it. And it cost $20.
Yeah. They have like a whole little like kind of like, you know how those grocery stores, how they have like a little section for like hot food and cold food and you can kind of take it and go. They have a section like that and it's like all over on TikTok. They have these like sushi sandwiches that they're like fried rice with all the sushi mix-ins.
I saw it.
Yeah, but it's like $18 for a sushi sandwich. Like, get real.
And it's packed. The place is packed. There's a line around the block to get into the line for that. There's different lines. Like for the smoothies, it's just packed with people, packed for people waiting in line. I mean,
Right.
it's just.
It's where the Kardashians grocery shop.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's so cool that I was
I
there.
know.
That's fun.
I'm surprised you didn't run into anyone famous because I feel like you can't walk into an Air One and not run into someone.
Oh, man, I felt. Well, my sister said she thought she saw Gwyneth Paltrow, but I stared at the woman. I don't think it was Gwyneth Paltrow.
That sounds like that'd be right up her alley, doesn't it?
Yeah. Tracy. Hi, Tracy. What's up? You're on the air.
Hi. Hey, first, I love you guys so much. You guys make my mornings so great.
Thank you.
But I was just wondering, I'm trying to find that show you guys were talking about terrorists. What was the name of it?
It's called The Golden Hour on Netflix.
The Golden Hour.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I've watched all of Eric, and you have to watch it.
I know. See, thank you. It is a really
love
good
it.
show.
I just can't stand
It
it. The shows about kids getting hurt and trafficking bother me.
I started it yesterday, and as soon as the detective showed the shirt with the dad's logo, I was like, I'm turning this off.
Yo, keep going.
No.
Stick with
But I'll
it.
tell you.
There is a couple scenes that, I mean, it's hard as a parent to watch,
Yeah,
but
I don't need that.
it turns out in a way you won't expect, and it's beautiful, and it is a fabulous show. You have to watch it.
Okay, then you have to watch Golden Hour because Golden Hour I think is so fascinating. Right, Kyle, wasn't it good?
It was.
It was so, and it's so disturbing. It's about terrorists, and it's so crazy.
Well, I watch TV all day at work, so
where do you work?
I mean, how good? I work for LabCorp, so I sit in a doctor's office, and until they have somebody ready for me, I just,
what a great job.
watch things. Oh, it's amazing. I love my job.
I'll come in there.
So I'm
Are you
been trying to
phlebotomist?
find this terrorist. I am.
Oh.
Yes.
All right, so check it out. It's
Can I
called.
draw your blood?
Yeah, sure. I'm due.
I would love to draw your blood, Sanjay.
Well, if you're not,
I wouldn't even leave a mark on you, I promise.
Okay.
Things I've never actually heard on this show before. File that in my cabinet.
All right. Tracy, have a great day. Thank you for listening.
I will. Thank you.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye.
It's John Jane Rich.
Must have on the beat, ho.
Maria was listening to the show. She heard something. She heard Kyle's voice, which is music. Kyle's voice is music.
Truth. Facts.
Hi, Maria.
Hi.
What did you hear?
Well, you guys were talking about the cats. You rescued the cats, and then Kyle was saying how they wanted to go back into the drain pipe. Like, why'd you take me out of my drain pipe? Or something like that. And it reminded me of the clip, the montage of all of her screamings of the System of a Down song. And I was like, that would fit right in to that song.
Oh, Nick put together that montage.
Yeah.
Okay. So wait.
Chop Suey song.
Okay, so here is Kyle's voice from that clip of what you're talking about. She had to call the rescue team to come in to the bathroom.
Cat was like, why'd you take me from my pipe?
Yeah. And I guess the cat just cannot be with people. Okay. So now here's the song I think Maria's talking about.
Wake up! Wake up! Grandma should put on little makeup. I just have to fade away the shake up. Why you leave the keys up on the table? Here you go, create another table. You wanted to.
Okay. So now here it is all mixed together, Maria. Let's see.
Cat was like, why'd you take me from my pipe? Cat was like, why'd you take me from my pipe? Cat was like, why'd you take me from my pipe? Cat was like, why'd you take me from my pipe?
Wait, it's still going? Where'd you get that from?
I'm going to hear that from now on. That's got to be my favorite song.
Oh, wow.
Your laugh went forever.
It's a good thing that's not annoying you guys.
Well, thank you, Maria, for pointing that out.
Thanks, Maria.
Yeah.
That's funny.
You're welcome.
I have like a backup career just in case.
John, Jay, and Rich.
I need these beautiful things that I...
What's the vibe for predictions, Peyton?
I'm going to tell you if you're popular based on your zodiac sign.
Okay. Hi, Michelle.
Hi, I'm calling from PA. I'm Capricorn.
All right, Michelle. So for Capricorn, you guys actually come in at number 10 on the popular list. So Capricorns, you guys don't really have time to be popular because you guys have things to do. It's not to say that you don't have friends, because you do, but you Capricorns, you tend to have few close friends and then consider some of your coworkers friends too. But you Capricorns, you just don't have that natural ability to kind of just like pop off the way some of our higher signs do.
Yeah, sadly, it's true.
But you got a good group around you. I already know that, Michelle.
Yeah.
Michelle, thanks for listening. Thank you so much.
Okay. No
Have
problem.
a great day.
Bye-bye.
You, Blanca.
Good morning, happy people. And I'm a Sagittarius.
Sagittarius. So you guys are actually number 2 on the list of being one of the most popular signs. You Sagittarians, you guys have a lot of fun. You look forward to life, and you always add your sense of humor to whatever you're doing. You guys have really big hearts, and you're really generous, which makes sense onto why you're so well liked.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Have
you're
a good
welcome. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Hi, Britt.
Yeah. I know, I haven't. It's not all.
Hello.
She's busy, man.
Oh, my gosh. I'm so sorry. Hi,
Hi, Britt. What's your sign?
My sign is a Taurus.
Okay, so Taurus, you guys are number 8 on the list of being the most popular sign. You guys have a lot of style, and you guys have that ability that just draws people to you, but you aren't shy, and you do like being the center of attention, which is good because you actually are really interesting. People love Taurus as long as you don't get into an argument with them. If you get into an argument with a Taurus, it's not very fun for anyone.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I'm not very popular. I don't have a lot of friends, but when I do go out, I tend to have a pretty good group of good people around me.
Heck
And when
yeah.
I get mad, watch out.
Yeah, that's exactly it, Britt.
All right. Thank you for listening,
you,
Britt.
guys.
Bye. Have a great day.
Bye. You too.
Andrea,
Yes.
what's your sign?
Pisces.
Just like Rich. All right, Rich, you guys come in at number 3 on the most popular list for Pisces, which is pretty fitting for our guy Rich right here. Pisces, you guys would do anything for anyone. You're very selfless, which makes you super popular. You're usually creative, and you help us see the world from a different perspective. And Pisces, they're typically social, and they get along with everyone.
I think it's one of
Very
the best
true.
readings of a Pisces I've heard
that's
so
really
far.
good.
Yeah, we'll take that one, huh, Andrea?
Yes, we will. I'm a day right after you, Rich.
Look at that.
Oh, well, happy birthday on whatever day that is. March 9?
Yeah.
I gotta forget.
You're like, what day is it?
Well, my dad used to get it wrong all the time, so now I get it wrong.
Got you.
All right, Andrea.
Well, thank you, guys.
Thank you. Have a great day. Bye. Jennifer the Gemini.
Hi, good morning. I'm excited for this one, but scared at the same time.
Oh my gosh. Well, don't be scared because Geminis, you guys come in at number 5 on the list. Geminis, you guys can find a common interest with anyone and everyone. You guys have that special talent of making anyone feel interesting and worthy of themselves. So people love Geminis because of their ability to turn anyone's bad mood into a good one, which you do for us every morning, Jennifer.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate this. I'm going to go with my number 5 and have a fantastic day.
Heck yeah.
All right. Thanks, Jennifer.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
What about for Kyle, the Libra of the group?
Yeah, Libras, you guys come in at number 6, so right in the middle of the list of being the most popular. Libras, you tend to be popular because you're actually really likable. They actually take things to heart if someone isn't your biggest fan, because having a lot of friends and being well-liked is really important to a Libra. You agree?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want people
That's
to
you.
like me. Who wants people to hate them?
Totally. There's some people like that out here, though.
Oh. That's sad.
I don't think they're Libras, though.
What about for you, the Leo?
Guys, take a guess.
Number one.
That's why we did this category.
Leos are number one on the list of being the most popular out of all of the zodiac signs. We come out on top. We're known for being extremely popular in the life of the party. We're friendly, we're outgoing, and people just love us. So one of the best things about being a Leo is that we show the same amount of love and loyalty to everyone in our corner. Guys, I just love this. I feel like I should have a crown of the most popular in the room today.
Who are other popular, like who are celebrities that are Leos?
Kylie Jenner.
Okay.
We share a birthday.
Oh, really? Wow.
Okay.
Okay, so if Leo's number one, you haven't done last place yet, have you?
I haven't done last
Okay.
place.
I'm Virgo. Is Virgo last?
Virgo isn't last, but you're pretty dang close.
Okay, so I thought.
Yep, number 11 on the list, John
Oh my
Jay.
gosh.
Almost at rock bottom. Virgos, you guys don't sugarcoat anything. So being extremely popular isn't always a good fit for you. Virgos, you have friends, but you're not always instantly likable. So you guys can be harsh and critical, which can push off friends. So it's okay if a Virgo isn't the most popular sign. They're fine with being by themselves anyways.
That is also a great reading of a Virgo. All right, if we didn't get to your sign, they're all posted on our website, johntandrich.com.
Want to talk or throw some shade?
Oh, yeah. Call John Jay and Rich, 877-937-1047.
Time for Stacks and Hacks, or as Kyle likes to say it,
Stacks and hacks.
Stacks and Hacks. This is where I go over stacks of information that's very, very important. It's going to be life-changing. There are lists of things that are priced too high and stuff where the higher prices are worth it. So I think about that stuff. What are things that are just too high?
Everything.
I was just literally.
Gas.
They say gas. Gas top the too expensive list.
Everything.
Yeah.
Smartphones top the list of things that are worth the expense. Food that's too expensive, meat, fish, automobiles, eggs, clothing, personal care items, snacks, and medicine. But what are things that are expensive but worth paying more money for?
Probably some sort of identity theft protection. That would be worth it.
They say
Audio.
TV, laundry materials, coffee, clothing, shoes, skincare, and personal care items.
Skincare's a good one.
Who's the voice of Garfield?
I don't know.
Pratt.
Bill Murray. Bill Murray was the voice. He agreed to do the voice of Garfield because he thought the script was written by Joel Cohen. He's the guy behind Fargo and Big Lebowski. But it's actually written by Joel Cohen, a different guy who wrote Daddy Day Camp. And Chico by the
Daddy Day
Dozen.
Camp? Daddy Daycare with Eddie Murphy?
Yeah.
The current Garfield's Chris Pratt.
Okay, but I'm talking about Bill Murray.
I mean, a Coen Brothers Garfield would be really compelling.
I didn't say you were wrong. I was just trying to get into the story was about Bill Murray. A third of Americans wouldn't mind living in a van down by the river. 30,000 people were polled. 36% said van life is something they would consider.
No way. I have too much stuff.
Buckle up the next time you get into an Uber. A study found a third of rideshare drivers have been in a crash before. The main reasons are long hours, phone use, and not knowing the area, and passengers distracting them.
I was in a party bus for homecoming my freshman year, and our driver got into a car accident.
Oh my gosh, that's terrifying.
Yeah, it was awful, actually. We got our money back.
Anybody here take Ozempic? Anybody here Ozempic?
No.
Mm-mm.
They're saying now that they're making Ozempic available for pets. A study found it works on them too.
Why would you do that?
I guess they have diabetes, right? Pets can get diabetes. Cats especially.
Oh, okay.
There's a story going about things that just kind of vanished from our life without anything. And it's true when you think about it. Like, for example, those shoes with wheels in them.
Wheelies?
You just don't see them anymore.
Heelys.
Heelys.
I like
They're called
Heelys.
Heelys.
I would
They're
wear
still
them.
around. They're just not as huge, but I haven't seen them in a long time.
Addie's
What
got a
about
pair.
prizes in cereal boxes?
Yeah, what's up with that?
They switched to QR codes.
Boo.
What about those TVs that had picture-in-picture? That was a huge deal when that happened. Do you remember that?
And what did you just watch two channels at the same time?
Yeah, you would have a TV. You have a TV with a little TV underneath it. That was a big thing. Voiceovers and movie trailers now, it seems like they don't
None of
really
them do
have
it. You don't have that. Well, because that one guy, that guy died, and nobody took his place.
I said Scott. My husband should have taken it.
He would have been great.
He would totally rock that.
A professional organizer says these are some things to throw out of your house immediately. Like if you're spring cleaning, you know how you clean and do stuff like my garage is a disaster. But they include Tupperware, clothes that don't fit, random birthday cards, and all those pens you've been hoarding for years. Get rid of them. It's weird. I get the Tupperware thing. Clothes that don't fit, especially if they're too big, I feel I might gain weight again and they'll fit.
That's a good idea. If they're too big to throw them out, that way you don't have the temptation.
I can't throw away random birthday cards because I feel that they meant something.
Yeah, I keep all my birthday
hard
cards.
to do
Yeah.
that. Is this money-saving hack unethical? Instead of buying your toddler a cake pop from Starbucks, right? You've seen those?
Yeah.
They say ask for a pup cup. they give you a free cup of whipped cream if you claim it's for your dog. Some people think it's taking advantage. Starbucks put out a statement saying they're okay with it, actually, if you do that.
I'm sure they're. If Starbucks says they're okay, then it's not unethical.
I know, but is it not? Well, it's still kind of like you're saying.
You're saying it's for your dog,
it's for your dog, but it's not. You know what I'm saying?
Well, like my boyfriend's kind of like my little pet, so I would get him a pup cup.
A 43-year-old man was caught with drugs in his luggage twice in the same week at the same Seattle airport, and he's facing charges for possession with the intent to distribute. What do you have for life hacks, Rich?
Let's talk about food. You want to talk about food because there's some food that can help you with your life. In fact, here's a short list of stuff. If you want to be smarter, eat grapes. Grapes, John Jay, I know you love grapes.
I love grapes.
They actually make you process stuff better in your brain. So if you want to learn junk, eat some grapes. If you're stressed out, an avocado or a banana is known to bring down your stress levels right away. If you need to stay awake, apples are more powerful than caffeine. And if you want to lose weight while you sleep, a spoonful of peanut butter before bed actually tells your body to release fat, even though peanut butter is fat. For some reason, that works. For a list of those foods that do great things for you in a hack way and more, go to johnjandrich.com.
Well, I said to you guys, I love grapes. Like, I'm addicted to grapes. So yesterday, Kemp opened up the freezer, and there was a whole bag of frozen grapes. He uses those as snacks. And I was like, that's where my grapes went. And he goes, I bought you 3 bags of grapes. This is my bag of grapes. You ate your grapes. All right, dude.
Has Dutch tried those viral sour grape coated grapes? What are those called? Have you seen those, Kyle?
No. The cotton candy grapes?
No, viral.
Oh, those are amazing.
Sour candy grapes. They're at the grocery store and they sell out, but I bet you Dutch would like them.
The viral sour candy grapes? Those?
Somebody's gonna know. Okay, here they are. They're called Fruit Riot sour grapes, and you keep them in the freezer and they coat them in sour candy.
Oh,
and apparently they're like addicted. So freshly frozen grapes splashed with lemon juice in a shower and a sour candy coating.
That sounds kind of good.
No, it sounds terrible. Like, I don't want to give. I mean, he already wakes up and eats Sour Patch Kids and Skittles for breakfast.
You
I'm
gotta
not going
put
to give
him
him that.
on. I'm gonna text Dutch and let him know just to make you mad.
Because at least then it would be fruit in there somewhere.
All right, it's John Jay and Rich.
It is Ryan Seacrest here. There was a recent social media trend which consisted of flying on a plane with no music, no movies, no entertainment. But a better trend would be going to ChumbaCasino.com. It's like having a mini social casino in your pocket. Chumba Casino has over 100 online casino-style games, all absolutely free. It's the most fun you can have online and on a plane. So grab your free welcome bonus now at ChumbaCasino.com. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
We've all done it. You see a headline but don't have time to read the whole story. Or there's so much news, you're not sure what is worth your time. I'm Colby Ekowitz, co-host of Post Reports, the weekday afternoon podcast from The Washington Post. Post Reports brings you what's relevant and revealing. Breaking stories, politics, wellness, culture. Each episode goes beyond a headline for the context you need. Find Post Reports now, wherever you're listening.
Hello, iHeart listener. We have a confession to make. Both iHeart and this commercial you're listening to right now would probably sound a heck of a lot better on the new Roku Pro Series TV. It's got side-firing speakers that fill your room with sound, Dolby Atmos audio that puts you right in the middle of the entertainment, and the ability to pair seamlessly with your home theater sound systems that already have surround sound and booming bass. If all that sounds too good to be true, it'll sound even better on the new Roku Pro Series. Your hearing isn't better, your TV is.
Breaking news from the stadium tonight as an anonymous fan foot the bill for 55,000 hot dogs, bringing that sweet tubed meat to everyone in attendance.
Free dogs! Yeah!
55,000 hot dogs? What does that even cost? While the identity of this Frankfurter philanthropist remains anonymous, their all-beefy generosity will go down in history.
The new Mega Millions. More to win means more to give. How you spend it is up to you.
Yeah!
For game odds and details, visit sceducationlottery.com.